Hello, fellow Korra fans. This is part 2 of my Korra Book 2 um, over overall review. If you haven't seen part 1, that covers episodes 1 through 6 of Book 2. Be sure to check that video out as well. Let's start out by saying these last 7 episodes, as I said before, are clearly better than the first 6. Even though, although those were good, it wasn't nowhere near this. The story took off, and it was amazing. This made the whole season for me. Actually, the first 6 episodes made me kind of disappointed. When I was watching it, I was so disappointed. I still liked it, of course, because it's Korra, but I was just like, wow, it took a big step down from book 1. So I was kind of disappointed about that. But then when we got to beginnings, oh my gosh, it blew me away once again. I was like, it's back to Avatar level. Not only that, I think it's one of the best in all 5 seasons so far of Avatar or Korra. It matches up there with the finale of Avatar, the 4-part Children's comic. That's how good Beginnings parts 1 and 2 and the 4 episodes of the finale were. Even though they didn't air them as 4 episodes, they all took place in one day, and they kind of fit together so closely. I just considered them a 4-part finale, kind of. So anyway, these last 7 episodes were amazing. There's so many twists and turns, and so awesome. Let me start out by saying a really cool thing I liked was Avatar 1's story, the story that they told in the 2 episodes of Beginnings. It was really good. It wasn't anything like I expected. How humans were selling on lion turtles for each nation or bending, although they didn't know there were any other benders in the world except them. So there was air, water, earth, fire, lion turtles. I thought that was really cool. You got to see the early airbenders. Even their tattoos were different. It was just neat. And then also, Juan was such a cool character, voiced by Seung Yun from Walking Dead. He did a really good job, and overall the character was just awesome. He's probably my favorite Avatar. And that had so many such cool spirit animation. Studio Mir finally came back from here on in book 2. Oh no, except for episode 9. That's the one that Studio Pierrot did. But Mir was back for pretty much the best episodes of book 2, so I was happy about that. Beginnings, awesome animation, the new design. They made ink-wash paintings just to show how it's 10,000 years earlier, and just that touch just made it for me. You saw so many spirits that were so funny looking. I know spirits aren't supposed to look normal anyway, but some were just hilarious looking. And there was this frog spirit that grew. There were just a lot of cool moments like that. What else? Also the lemur looking spirit, the Shisha spirit, I think is what it said it's really called. He's really called. He was funny. The one that called Juan Stinky. Oh my gosh, he was cool. And yeah, there were really cool fight scenes, especially at the end. And it turns out this was one thing that I really liked, and it played a part in the 5 or 6 episodes that came after it. In book 2, it pretty much set up for the finale of book 2, which was really awesome. Now there was 2 spirits, Rava and Vatu, the spirit of light and the spirit of darkness and chaos in the world. Obviously, the light spirit, she entered Juan's body to give him awesome power. I was like, first Avatar state. Oh my gosh. I got a little nerdy right there. Vatu was really intimidating. As I said before, he's another main villain. He is way awesomer than Unalaq before they fuse, which I'll talk about later. he was just really cool and intimidating. His deep voice was kind of scary. Now, he is probably scarier than Ahmad just because he's a spirit, and he was just, I mean, he's the spirit of darkness and chaos in the world. I mean, how can that not be scary or intimidating? Anyway, Rava kind of teams up with Juan, and then there's this final battle called the Harmonic Convergence, which is once again a really good touch to add in the series. What else? Anyway, that kind of sets up both the finale of book 2 of Korra, and also the beginnings part 2 fight at the end. Juan teams up with Rava. Rava fuses with Juan, then she says, "We are bonded forever," and that gave me chills right when she said that. I was like, oh, that's how, that makes sense why their eyes glow. It's Rava's light shining through. I was like, oh my gosh. And then when he went into the first Avatar state, captured Batu and put him in the prison, oh my gosh, I'm talking so fast because it was so amazing, and if you haven't seen it, you need to check it out because it was so amazing. And woo, that final battle was just amazing. And also, the very end of that sets up, before that, book 2 was just about random stuff, which was kind of why I was disappointed at the beginning. But this kind of just flung it forward. I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually Avatar quality now. And then, like, the Harmonic Convergence is only weeks away. Vatu's gonna break free. Unloc's gonna help him. And so forth. Darkness will, like, Wiener and something like that. And of course, like, I have to close the spirit portal that I opened in the first place. She was tricked by Unlock. Not cool, Unlock. So, yeah, then she rides off on her own Sky Bison, and it was just so awesome. Oh my gosh. After that week, we had a week break, and I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? But then, anyway, okay, I'll talk normal speed now. Anyway, those are really good episodes. The guide came after that, really awesome, once again. It was about Korra and Jinora going into the spirit world for the first time. And you got to see the Eastern Air Temple, which I love seeing all the air temples inhabited by air acolytes, how they fix it up to make it look even awesomer than they did before from the flashbacks we got. And anyway, it was just really cool to see the Eastern Air Temple just because I thought it looked really cool. In the first one, the one thing I didn't see that I really wanted to see was the Western Air Temple, just because it was so awesome looking. It was like upside down and all that stuff. But anyway, maybe we'll see it later on. But once again, awesome art on the air temples. That was really awesome. And Korra teams up with them again. Explains what she has to do, close the spirit portal so Batu can escape, and Lot can't help him anymore. And then it turns out Tenzin can't help Korra, and it's Jinora who goes into the spirit world. Then Batu, it ends with a creepy line of Batu saying, the Avatar will find you. When he was talking to Unlock, she's just in her spirit world. That gave me chills right there too. I was like, oh my gosh. And once again, spirit world looked really cool. I'll talk about that now, actually. Episode 10. 9 of 1,000 stars. Sorry if I'm talking fast. I'm trying to get it through. I don't want this to be a really long video. Anyway, you saw a lot of flashbacks in episode 10, 9 of 1,000 stars, and you got to see the spirit world, different sides of it. Like Avatar, we just saw the foggy swamp type of spirit world, but in this one we got to see like the colorful side, at least for most of it. And it was just really awesome how it was so different. Like, Korra and Jinora got, like, surrounded by these, like, meerkat-looking spirits. They, like, drowned them. They fell through the ground, but it was an ocean. The spirit world was just so cool. You fall in, and it's an ocean, and then they get swallowed by the spirit monster. Then they get separated. Korra's in this really creepy forest from me. These really creepy spirits. Jinora's in the light side that I'd like to live in because it looks awesome. And, by the way, right then, it looks so awesome. Then, just when I thought it couldn't get any better, guess who they bring in? Uncle Iroh from Avatar Last Airbender. I started, like, wanting to cry. It was so awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I did not expect that at all. I started screaming, Iroh! Iroh's back! And then it was really cool. He explained how he crossed over and so forth. Again, really awesome to see him. Then you get to see a little showdown when Korra is tricked once again. Oh, I forgot one big thing. Wan Zidong returned again. And it was really funny to see him in Jinora, like, outsmarting Wan Zidong. He knows 10,000 things and so forth. Then it turns out Unlock's been working with Wan Zidong, and he captures Jinora and lures Korra there to the harmonic convergence battlefield thing. And yeah, so she has to open the portal, because if they don't, they destroy Jinora, and of course she doesn't want that to happen. So anyway, she opens the other portal. And what's next? Oh yeah, the 4-part finale. Really awesome. I won't talk about the first two that much. Just an awesome setup, awesome fight scenes, especially in the second one with the plane shooting down with the base camp surrounding the spirit portal.